Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Sunday. It is NFL Day. Finally, we've been waiting all week long. I, being a Vikings fan, got my weekend started off tremendously with the Vikings holding on to that win, up 29-0. Let the Steelers back into it, but at the end of the day, get the cover, get the win, get the over, get all that jazz. Made some money there on Thursday. The Vikings win, and now we can focus on a couple other games. So we got the coffee, we've been in the lab, and here are my plays for today, of course, in the NFL. Here's what I'm liking. A couple player props, a couple bonus bets, look at that, and a couple just normal bets as well. So again, 3, 2, 1. Should we do it now, or should we wait? Here are my favorite bets for today. Let's get into it. We head to Washington, where the Cowboys are taking on the Washington football team. They're here right at noon, and I like a player prop. Terry McLaurin, baby, over 64.5 yards. Give it to me all day long and twice on Sundays. That coffee's good. Terry McLaurin, over 61.5. Over 64.5. This opened at over 61.5. Right now it's minus 114 online. Shopped a couple of books, got the best price. Minus 114 is what I found it at now. It's one of his lower receiving props as well. One of his lower numbers that's been had this season. So I'd like McLaurin over 64.5 receiving yards here today against the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington will be without Logan Thomas. So expect Terry McLaurin to have a big day. Over 64.5. I still think that's a little low. I thought 61 was low. I still think 64.5 is fairly low. So hit it now, get it now, and let's cash it soon. Terry McLaurin over 64.5 is my first player prop that I like for today. In another game I like today, we have the Panthers taking on the Falcons in what some may call the Stink Bowl or the Shitty Bowl. This is going to be really bad football, but bad football games, there's always time to make money, baby. So here we go. The Panthers are out. 2 offensive linemen are out. Sad news, very sad news, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for them. However, that means that Chuba Hubbard is going to go off. I'm going to take over 13.5 receiving yards. I just think with 2 offensive linemen out, the run game's maybe not going to be there with Chuba Hubbard and the Panthers, so I think they're going to pass a little more. I think that could open up some screenplay action. And heck, Chuba Hubbard, he's a quick dude. Get out front of his linemen, pick up 10, 15 yards on one screenplay. I think this is a very low total for Mr. Hubbard, and I think this can hit easily, if not in the possibly in the first half. So over 13.5. I like that for Mr. Chuba Hubbard, and we're just going to keep rolling and hope that he picks up some receiving yards. We only need 14. We only need 14. My other plays for today go like this. I love the Texans +9. In what world are the Seattle Seahawks 9-point favorites? In what world? This team is trash. This team is so bad. People talking about Russell Wilson's height, how he's not tall enough to see over his offensive lineman. I don't care what it is. I just cannot put my money behind the Seattle Seahawks on the road, nonetheless. I know they're playing a Houston, Texas team that just got blown out by the Colts, but no. Davis Mills, ever heard of him? One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in college, went to Stanford. Give it to me now. I like the Texans +9. I like Davis Mills. It's going to be an ugly game. Maybe lean the under. Just trying to give out other plays. I like the Texans here +9. My other play for today, I love the New Orleans Saints over. Team total 23.5. I'm getting a lot of help back. Kamara is now back. I believe 2 offensive linemen are back. Taysom Hill, a little extra time to rehab that finger. Granted, love him, hate him. I don't know, however you feel about him. He did have some time this week with that game last week against the Cowboys to heal up, get some extra reps, get some extra days of rest, and hopefully heal up that little finger. So I'm going to take the Saints here over 23.5 team total. I think this is just going to be a big Sunday for the Saints. Like I said, pretty much kind of getting everybody back. The last 4 weeks, the Saints have played the Titans, Eagles, Bills, and Cowboys, and they haven't looked great in those games. So here playing a Jets team that is competitive nonetheless, I just think it's going to be a big Sunday for the Saints, and they can score over 23.5. Give me 3 touchdowns and a field goal, please. Sean Payton. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Taysom Hill, let's do the damn thing. Let's cash that over. I lean the Jets here. I don't know, the Jets just like surprised the hell out of me, right? Everybody this season. Granted, they haven't been great against the spread. I think they're like 3-7 in their last 10, but they're always in ball games. So probably going to stay away from a side there. I like the Saints over 23.5 team total points. And my third play I love here before we get into the stat of the day and my bonus play, I like the Lions. I know. I like the Lions +9 on the road. I know, tough place to play there in Denver. I understand all that, but I don't believe in the Broncos. I don't even think the Broncos front office believes on the players they have on the field. Granted, they do have some good wide receivers, so I just kind of dial that back a little bit. Anyways, the Lions are competitive. They just came off a win against the Vikings. RIP. The Lions are Lions, and this is probably an awful place for Jared Goff to play. I'm guessing his girlfriend won't be with him because she doesn't want to go to Denver, even though it's a beautiful city. Just very, very cold, and I think it's going to be fairly chilly today at the Mile High Stadium. So I like the Lions. I think the Broncos win. In any parlays I'm going to do today, I'm probably going to add the Broncos because I still think they will win, but I think the Lions just they're competitive. 4-2 ATS on the road. They're 7-3 ATS in the last 10 games, coming off a win, obviously. 9 points, a lot of points. Would I be surprised if the Lions lose by 400 points? No, but I think there's some money to be made here, and I think the correct side is the Detroit Lions on the road, +9 against these Denver Broncos. And we're about to wrap up the show here, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 more segments to go. My bonus play and the stat of the day. Which one do we want first? We want left, we want right. I'm going to do my bonus play first. Give me the Giants, baby. Give me the Giants. +9. For my bonus play, I think this is a terrible spot for the Chargers. A terrible spot for the Chargers. They're coming off that, obviously, road upset win against the Cincinnati Bengals. Granted, Joe Burrow kind of got banged up, so yeah, whatever. It was an underdog win, right? It was on the road. They got it done, and it just whooped their ass, man. They look good doing it. After this week, though, after this Giants game, guess where the Chargers have to go? To be Russ's favorite team. They have to go to the Chiefs. They have to play the Chiefs. Chargers-Chiefs next week. My beard is getting weird. It's not sitting well here this Sunday morning. The Chargers just played the Bengals and beat them pretty good. Now they play the Giants as 9-point favorites. All right, those are the numbers. But next week they have the Chiefs. So this game right here, this game right here, this should tell you something. This is a huge letdown spot for these Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Herbert. Letdown spot. L-E-T-D-O-W. Eat 'em like Jameis. And letdown is how you spell it. It's a letdown spot. All right. Bonus play. Maybe my favorite play of the day. Giants +9. Stat of the day. Let's do it. Let's do our stat of the day, and I have a juicy one for you today. Stat of the day. Here we go. The Houston Texans. This is a stat for them. NFL home teams coming off a shutout home loss, like the Texans just did to the Colts, are 25-11 ATS since 1980. Stat of the day. Let's do it again. This is for the Houston Texans. NFL home teams coming off a shutout home loss are 25-11 ATS that very next week since 1980. That's the stat of the day. That's our show. Those are my plays. Again, you can find all of my plays at Kota Capper Pace on Twitter. You can search the Kota Sports Gambling Network at Kota Cappers on Twitter. And if you want daily blogs, if you're looking for some prop stuff, if you're looking for some wonderful sports betting content that isn't kind of your typical stuff, more kind of that backyard boy style stuff, you could go to kotasportscappers.com. Good luck, everybody, on their plays. Hope everybody has a wonderful morning, wonderful day. But again, it starts out with coffee, man. You got to get the coffee in your cup, and that's how you win your bets. Winning bets really boils down to one thing. Cup of Joe, man. Just drink a good cup of Joe. Get in the lab, get out of the lab. Don't overthink it. Use your skills. Use your mind. Find some stats. Find some trends that support your bets if you want. And then just win the damn day. It's not that hard. Everyone thinks betting's so hard. Oh, it's so hard. Watch this show. Fade my plays. Win your bets. Betting's easy. Betting's easy. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next Sunday. Peace.